Flood relief efforts are gathering pace in Malaysia as heavy rains let up. People are coming together to offer aid while at the same time assessing the damage. Floodwaters have begun receding in the worst-hit state of Selangor. Authorities expect the process to speed up after they repaired a broken floodgate. Cleanup is now underway, but thousands of people remain in evacuation centres. At least 27 people have been killed. Afifah Arifin joins us live now from an evacuation centre in Shah Alam. Afifah, how have Malaysians ramped up relief efforts as these floodwaters begin to recede?
That's right, Don. I'm here at a relief centre in Shah Alam, and this centre is actually located in a public school that's very nearby Taman Sri Muda, where we were at the entire day. That's one of the hardest hit areas of the floods. Currently, it's estimated that there are about 1,500 flood victims that are currently staying in this temporary shelter. And the organisers here tell me that this centre is completely run by volunteers. They also said that the government agencies have been quite slow to respond to the needs of the people, and instead they have had to rely on volunteers and donations from NGOs to give them items like these dry clothes that you see here. There are piles of dry clothes donated so that the victims are able to change out into something dry. Hot food, toiletries, groceries, medical assistance is also given. On the government side, however, the National Disaster Management Agency, NADMA, they have provided these tents for people to stay in, especially as they would be here for a couple of days. So there's some privacy for the families staying in this temporary shelter. Over the last couple of days, we have seen how the Malaysian community have banded together to really help those affected by this unprecedented flash floods, the worst in a century. Throughout the day when I was at Taman Sri Muda, we have seen volunteers, some from other districts, some from even other states, coming with their four-wheel drives to transport elderly people who have to otherwise walk 1 to 2 kilometers in these flood waters that could go up as high as your thighs. They've also gone to transport essential items to families who have chosen to stay in their houses instead. We saw volunteers coming with cleaning supplies, picking up the garbage that were clogging in their drains. In Selangor, the situation is slightly improving, although the water levels are receding rather slowly. But in other areas, like in Pahang, for example, the situation is worsening, and the meteorological department predicts thunderstorms in the coming days. But amid these dark times, this is really a time where you can see the spirit of the Malaysian people shine through.
It certainly remains a challenging situation, Afifah, and there continue to be fears over the spread of COVID-19, but that's not the only disease concern, is it?
That's right. The Health Ministry is also very cautious about other waterborne diseases that could spread in these evacuation centres. Diseases like cholera, dengue, respiratory tract illnesses and food poisoning as well. All this in addition to a possible spike in COVID-19 cases or emergence of new clusters, especially as there are tens of thousands of people displaced and staying at these evacuation centres or going in and out. Currently, the Health Ministry says that the situation is under control, although they have detected one case of hand, foot and mouth disease at one of the evacuation centres, and that is quite a cause for concern because there are many children currently staying in these temporary shelters. The Health Ministry also says that they have teams on the ground to do checks on the water here and some of the food, and they have also advised those who want to donate hot food to register with the Health Ministry first so that appropriate checks can be done to ensure the quality of food is safe for the flood victims to consume.
Afifah, thank you for that update. Afifah Arifin in Shah Alam.